everyone. This is Joe coming at you live from Water Heroes Studios, kicking off our first ever podcast. Today we will be discussing the Glade Reservoir, which I'm sure most of you know a little bit about, but here's a general overview of what's going on. The Northern Integrated Supply Project is a proposed project for Northern Water. It will consist of two reservoirs northwest of Fort Collins on the Poudre River. The reservoir will hold 170,000 acre-feet of water, or 55 billion gallons. This will definitely affect the Poudre River, its ecosystems, and recreation in the area. Though advocacy groups have opposed this project, it is still looking to move forward and will break ground in 2017. I wanted to take a closer look at all of this from a couple different perspectives. Sitting with me, I have Nate, a local fly fisherman, and we also have Jeremy, a representative from Northern Water. Guys, it's great to have you here, and I hope we can get some of our questions answered. Nate, as a fisherman, I would imagine you have some strong feelings about what this project is. Could you talk a little bit about what its effects will have on recreation in and around Fort Collins?
Sure, thanks for having us here today. So by reducing the current flow in the river, the water temperature is going to rise. This is going to make the water a lot less hospitable for brown trout, the main local fish that's in our Poudre River. This is a fish that draws a lot of recreational fly fishers, and it's a very big draw to the area. Also, the water is mostly going to be taken out during the June water flows. And so by doing that, it's going to cut short the summer rapid season, and that's going to hurt inner tubing and rafters, and were very important to the local economy.
Okay. A lot of people are worried about the potential effects the dam will have on the local ecosystem, which I'm sure you're concerned about. Could you speak about that briefly?
Sure. Since most of the water taken out, as I mentioned, will be during the June peak flow seasons, that water that normally would help to flush out the river is not going to be there. This is water that helps get rid of the waste products from the fish as well as from the human waste that comes through there. And so this is going to hurt a lot of aquatic life that lives on the river. We're also going to hurt a lot of the local bird life because they rely on the fish in the river as part of the food chain.
Well, thank you for the input. Definitely some valid points, and you make a good case for why we should all be concerned about this. However, that is not the only side of the story. Jeremy, this dam is going to hold a ridiculous amount of water. Where is it all going, and why do we need it?
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Great question. Currently, about 80% of water use in Colorado is actually agricultural. Most people don't realize that. Northern Colorado is a heavily agricultural area, with Weld County actually being one of the top 10 producing counties in the nation. In years of low water, municipal water districts have been forced to buy water from agricultural reserves, leaving the farmers and ranchers hardly enough water to meet their own demands. It is important that agricultural users have the necessary water to keep their crops and livestock healthy, even during dry years. To meet this need, 60% of water will go directly to agriculture. Also, municipal water consumption is on the rise. We estimate that the population in Larimer County will grow to be about 430,000 people by 230. We expect that we can provide water in the future to nearly 200,000 additional people with the Northern Integrated Supply Project.
Okay. There's been some criticism about the local ecosystems, or that the local ecosystems weren't taken into account in the design of this dam. Are you taking any steps to mitigate these effects, and will there be anything done to avoid similar situations in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. As with any major project that's proposed, we're required to commission with the Army Corps of Engineers and the EPA to do an environmental impact statement. This was originally done in 2008, and the report examined our proposed option along with 3 other alternatives, including a no-action option. Of all these alternatives, it was determined that the Glade Reservoir as proposed would have the fewest negative effects to the ecosystems. We will lose nearly 40 acres of wetlands as well as over 50 acres of federally threatened jumping mouse habitat, but that's the least of our worries.
And what about water conservation? Is Northern Water trying to work towards water conservation for the future?
Northern Water, actually, we published a water conservation plan in December 2011. We've taken many steps to ensure that the water we use is used in an efficient manner. In the plan, we focus on educating municipal and industrial water users on proper water management. And we're also working on making sure we're able to manage the Poudre stream flows in the most efficient way possible. If you guys are interested in checking out more information about our water conservation plans, visit our website at northernwater.org.
Well, thanks to both of you for your time and expertise. I think we managed to shed some light on the major issues we're facing with this project, and I'm sure it has